Yes, I painfully crashed my DJI FPV drone only 9 days after I got it. It was really painful because I did not know if I was gonna have to pay a lot, if I was gonna get it back fast, what was gonna happen, what was the next step. I didn't know anything. And I tried to look online and all the videos, either they're really negative or they're good but they don't give you enough information as to what's gonna happen once you crash it. So I did cry a little bit, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna hide that from you. I did cry a little bit, it was extremely painful, but I wanna save you guys the pain of going through that and knowing exactly what's gonna happen if you crash it will make you feel, I think, a little bit better in the eventuality that it happens, or if it already happened and that's why you're watching this video. Okay, so I'm gonna guide you through the entire timeline, step by step, day by day, everything that happened from beginning to end. Let's do it. So on September 26th, I crashed my DJI FPV drone. It had scratches, the rear arm was broken, the small propulsion motor was broken, all the propellers were bent to the point where you had to very much trash them. So what I did is I went back to the studio, I opened the case with DJI, you just have to follow through the different points, say what happened, when it happened, if it was your fault or not. I'm pretty sure you will pay no matter what, but you have to write it down if you want to, otherwise you just say that it was your fault and you're good to go. And that same evening I got a shipping label to send it for free with UPS back to DJI. Since it was a Sunday, I had to wait until next day to go to the post office, give it to my local carrier, who will then give it to UPS and send it for me. 8 days later, October 5, I write to DJI to ask them where we stand on my drone repair because I did not get any notification and the status says shipping. They tell me that they had a little bit of a delay with the logistics and different carriers, so they asked me to patiently wait. A couple days later, on October 7, they confirmed that the drone was finally received, and that is 11 days after the original shipment. It is now October 14, and I get an email by noon that says that the assessment of the damages was done. And when I say assessment of the damages, I mean actual assessment of everything that happened. And I'm gonna tell you what that means. They tell you the flight number, when you took off in normal mode, if the GPS was on, the flight time in normal mode, the relative height, the distance to home point. They tell you at what time the pilot switched to manual mode, when you pulled down the throttle, when your drone crashed, what happened exactly, GPS location and everything. So you really get a full breakdown as to what exactly happened. In that same email, I got the quotation telling me how much I would have to pay. So here's the breakdown. For the rear right arm module, which was damaged, I had to pay €7.44. For the propulsion motor, the short one, I had to pay €7.44. For the rear left arm cover that was damaged, I had to pay 41 cents. The repair fee itself was €50. The shipping fee was €20. I got a discount of €25, probably because it crashed so quickly after I bought it. Not sure. Then the VAT was €12.66 for a total of €72.95. That is the total amount that I had to pay to get my drone repaired and shipped back to me, which is basically a joke, especially if you take into account that I do not have the Care Refresh on my drone. All right. By 2 p.m. they have the €72, and by 2:37 p.m. they confirm that they received that amount. Next day, October 15, I get the confirmation at 1 p.m. that my drone was repaired, and by 2:30 it was shipped back to me. That is extremely quick, like very quick. Within half a day, my drone was repaired and shipped back. On October 20, 5 days later, I received the drone with UPS. All right, I'm actually very pumped because I just got the DJI FPV back, finally, after all these days of waiting. Let's open it up. Carefully. So, got some bubble wrappings, and that's great. We got the goggles. There you go. And the drawer. Oh, cool. Cool. So I originally sent it in a box that was not the original box because I only had the big combo box, which was huge. I didn't want to send it back with that. So now they gave me a box which looks pretty much like the box you would get if you would just buy the drone by itself. All right, let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, okay. So we got the original little foamy things here to protect propeller holders. And otherwise, it's like a new drone. Like literally there's a little sticker here, the yellow sticker you get when you buy it first, right here. And the AAVB propellers, little stickers. It looks pretty new to me. I'm gonna have to check the serial number, but I'm actually 99% sure this is either a new one or a refurbished drone that they just sent me back. Which is great. Basically, they don't even repair your drone, they just send you a new one. At least in this case. And I did break a few things. That's the drone, there's no propellers on it. I sent it without the propellers. I have the second set that I got originally with the box, which I'm gonna put on afterwards. And the other thing is, I sent the goggles to check the transmission, see if there's any problem with it. And well, they're the same, they just came back. Oh wait, the antennas are not on it. Where are they? Okay, well, I think they didn't send the antennas back, which is kind of sucky. Okay, so I sent my goggles originally with the antennas separated from the goggles because I couldn't fit it in because they take quite some space. But I did put it in the original box. So now I'm gonna go and chat with DJI and see if I can handle this and see where my goggles are, because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to fly after all this time. So let's go check that out. And yes, I can confirm now that the drone is different, it's not the same one, because it has a different serial number. So either it's a new drone or it's a refurbished drone, I don't know, but I got a brand new drone. And on the antennas, after a good half an hour, 40 minutes of chatting with DJI and going back and forth as to the fact that I did put the antennas in the box, and they asked me for evidence of the box that I received. I showed them the fact that I don't have the antennas, and after a bunch of back and forth, they finally decided to give me a coupon so that I can get the antennas, a new set, from the store shipped to me. Now, I had to wait for that coupon to be approved. So next day, on October 21st at 9:30 p.m., I got the confirmation that the coupon was approved, and by 11, I had ordered the antennas on the DJI official website. The next day at 1 p.m., the antennas were shipped. I just got the box today. It is the 28th of October 2021, and I finally got the antennas from DJI. We're gonna open this packet right now and see what's inside. I already know what's inside. And this huge, it's a small box, but this is what we get. There you go. So these are 4 antennas for the DJI FPV drone, and I'm finally gonna be able to put them on my goggles. But the adventure is not over yet. Next day, I'm ready to fly, I'm all happy, but I get a bill from UPS that I have to pay $55 for the shipping and for customs, which doesn't make sense because DJI told me that I was paying $20 for the shipping. So I get back with them, I get into the chat, they ask me to send an email, which I do, related to the case, and what they give me as a solution is either A, you get a refund, which could take up to a month, so I will probably have to wait a good month, or B, they give me a coupon so I can get stuff from the DJI website for that amount if I pay the UPS bill. There, so that gives you a little idea, a breakdown in terms of time as to how long it took me to get everything ready. So it was about a month before I was able to fly my drone again. So this drone right here is a brand new drone, and I do not have DJI Care Refresh. So I want to tell you a little bit more about this DJI Care Refresh, specifically when we're talking about the FPV model. Okay, so the thing you have to know about DJI Care Refresh is that it basically opens the door for you to take advantage of the program itself. So you pay for a year a certain amount. For example, an Air Mini, you pay 39 euro for a year. For an Air 2S, you pay 99 euro for a year. And for the FPV drone, you pay 199 euro. And that allows you to be part of the program. If you crash your drone, you have 2 replacements per year once you're part of the program. But the thing is, those replacements are not free. What you have to do when you crash it the first time is paying 269 euro. And if you crash it again, you pay 289 euro to get your drone basically replaced, no question asked. That does cover water damage. I do not fly my drone when it's raining outside, but let's say that you crash it in a river or in a lake or in somewhere that is wet, they will just replace it for you. So that is cool. You also get free shipping and you get a bit of a priority over the regular drones. And I calculated about 2 weeks saved on the time that it took me to get my drone replaced. So if we do a little comparison as to how much I paid, how much I would have paid, if I would have used the DJI Care Refresh program, I would have paid 468 euro for the first repair, which is 390 euro more than what I paid to get my drone basically replaced. And if you take just the fee that you pay to be part of the program without any repair, that is almost 4 times the amount that I paid to get my drone replaced without having that DJI Care Refresh program. Let's even just say that you really crash your drone and you destroy the gimbal. That gimbal costs 96 US dollars. So still, you will pay less than being part of that refresh program, specifically for the FPV drone. Now, if you take it for other drones, maybe it is worth it because you don't pay a lot. But for the FPV drone, the thing is, you will pay a lot of money. Even if you don't crash it, you just pay $200, which is more, like almost 4 times more than I paid to get mine replaced. So in conclusion, what do I think you need to do before you get into the FPV world? First of all, download the sim. Simulator is a vital thing you need to do. Absolutely. So DJI has a great simulator, which works pretty good. I also downloaded Liftoff, which is another one that you find on Steam. It's about $20. That one is a little bit, I find a bit more realistic. It's not as good as the DJI specifically for the FPV model, but it gives you a good idea as to how the manual or the acro mode works. The other thing is the DJI FPV is actually a great drone because yes, you can crash it. Don't worry about that. You can, and you probably will. I want to thank DJI for their help and assistance along the line. It was a pain. The most painful thing though was the time I had to wait, because I missed every single day that was good in autumn. Now all the leaves are down, it's raining, so I can't go out and fly anymore, which is a massive pain in the butt. But at least I have my FPV drone back and it's new, so I cannot complain. Which other company does that for that small amount, literally 72 euro to get a new drone? I think DJI is doing great. I think it's a great company, and I hope everything I told you in this video about the Care Refresh, about the price for crashing it, about the times, the logistics, and everything else will be helpful to you. And subscribe to this channel if you didn't do it yet. I'll come up with more great videos like this one, and I see you, like always, in my next video. Cheers.